Now, after the break, the look of love, the official engagement portraits of a prince and his princess. Also, Christmas commercials, the billions spent trying to get us to buy, and Gavin with all the Christmas weekend weather.
To finance, and the trading session before Christmas ended on a positive note. The All Ords up 11 points. And one Aussie dollar is buying 77.15 US cents and 87.47 Japanese yen. Christmas is here. Let's get the forecast. It's Good Evening to Gav.
R32, now available in Dakin ducted systems. A next-generation refrigerant with a substantially lower impact on the environment. Ensure your next ducted system is a Dakin for pure comfort. Dakin.
Thank you, Vanessa. Good evening. Christmas, well, it is here. It is the Christmas weekend and it's going to get very hot, but we do have a change that is coming through to cool things down a little bit for Christmas Day. Temperatures back up and over 30 degrees again right throughout the plains. As we move towards the slopes, temperatures mostly maxed out into the high 20s throughout today. All of the wet weather has been focused around the northeast corner of the state, extending along that trough line to the Gulf Country, the top end and the Tiwi Islands getting somewhat wet. Underneath this slow-moving northwest moisture feed, clear, dry and sunny right throughout the local area of the Riverina, the Central West Plains, and right along the southern New South Wales and Central Ranges. Now, you've got the northerlies kicking in, and so too the heat. The rain, again, remains focused over the northeast corner of the state. There's our change that is coming through on Christmas Eve, and that is going to cool conditions, triggering some showers and thunderstorms, but mostly towards the mountain areas and the western slopes. We won't see much activity at all across the Riverina or the plains. The inland areas are not going to see much in the way of storm development from this system. So heating up ahead of its arrival. The same goes for Sydney. It's going to be cloud affected and wet for Brisbane underneath that slow moving trough line. Temperatures back up around 40 degrees for the red centre, and in the west it's hot and more storms, of course, each and every afternoon across the top end. It is going to be fine, mostly sunny, dry and hot tomorrow for all. Right across the plains, to the slopes, the ranges and to the Blue Mountains. Taking a look at the thermoscale and the winds, and you can see why. It's the west northwesterlies dominating, sea breezes drawing in along the coastal fringe, but right throughout the inland areas from the mountains to the western slopes out over the plains, it's going to be fine, mostly sunny, dry and hot. Cloud beginning to increase as that next system begins to approach. So a little bit of cumulus cloud formation, but mostly around the mid-30s. It's going to be a warm one indeed to begin the Christmas weekend. Taking a look further north, it's the same story right across the central West Plains. We've got a hot one on the way, back to the mid-high 30s, over 30 degrees for Orange, Bathurst, to the Blue Mountains. Also feeling the heat throughout tomorrow. It's a little bit of a scorcher to begin with. Sun will be up at about 5:45. It was the longest day of the year as far as sunshine is concerned. A beautiful moon phase from now until the new year. The next full moon comes up on the 2nd, so a great moon phase leading up to the holiday period. Very, very hot. Little bit cooler there as we move to Boxing Day and early next week for the Riverina, but that southerly having very little to no impact. Slightly cooler conditions there as we move into Christmas Day, but very hot Christmas Eve. That change coming through and affecting the tablelands with afternoon showers. We may have some storms lingering on Christmas Day, but otherwise it is going to be predominantly fine and a little bit cooler, and then it's going to warm back up again as we move through next week. For Dubbo and Central West Plains, really hot Christmas Eve, change pushing through overnight. Christmas Day, somewhat is going to be...
Thanks, Gav. Enjoy your break. A few Christmas messages to end with tonight, from tear-jerking tales to big budget blockbusters, all part of a multi-million-dollar Christmas advertising push. And it appears we have a few technical issues there. We'll just wait and see what's happening next. I guess that's it for 9 News for this Friday. No, we'll go to the Christmas ads right now. Let's check them out. It seems we are having some technical issues. So let's just wrap it up for tonight, and Layla is coming up next with a current affair. I'm Vanessa Hanlon. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. I'll be back again on Boxing Day. Good night.